What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. Guys, Harriet Tubman, I believe this was like 2017, got some controversy. And I know what you guys are kind of wondering why, because Harriet Tubman was supposed to be on the $20 bill. And for those people who remember that, they was talking about it around 2017, 2018, and it was a big talk on Black YouTube. Many people were talking about it. And then you had a lot of people who were talking about her in a negative fashion. And this is when I was really hardcore in the Black manosphere in 2017. And you had black men talking about she was unattractive. Why not her? Why not a black man? Why not everything? And I can remember that I lit fire to Negroes. And I said it like I said today. How dare you ever open your mouth to ever speak on Harriet Tubman? I said, how dare any of y'all? Listen, you need to be punished. Don't you ever in your life ever talk about Harriet Tubman. Never, ever open your mouth. Don't you even think about it. Okay? Now, I want to say this. I've made some controversial remarks in the past and stuff like that. But one of the things I'm never going to talk about is making fun of people who've helped make a way for me. And I'm talking about people that I've met, like my grandfather who passed away. You know, I had a godmother from Mobile, Alabama, who, I mean, during that part of Jim Crow, couldn't even walk down the street and look at a white person. Had to come to California during the Great Migration and work for white people and clean houses. My grandmother the same way, couldn't even get past, 6th or 7th grade just so I could have an opportunity in California when I was born. I just can't hear nobody talking bad about like Dr. King, Ralph Abernathy. I just can't take that. No, those are the people that because of them, I have what I have today. But then you have blacks who want to make fun of that. Blacks picking cotton. And then you have this young lady by the name of Kim Tunichi. Now, I don't want to play this particular clip. I don't know. I think she's a single mom or something like that. I'm not sure. But there's a clip that's going viral of her allegedly twerking in a cotton field. I'm going to say the booty was looking nice. And I don't want to, we'll just use screen grabs of it. And then you have her friend in the cotton field, throwing up cotton and stuff like that. And people think that this is real funny and all this stuff. And she's saying, if I got this ass shaking from my great grandma. And people think this is funny until you realize that it is not. Because that in the time of TikTok, you were supposed to be an over sexualized woman and being. Okay? Not even 2/3 of a person, 2/3 of a man. I don't even remember if that was the case at that particular time. But then what you were saying back then in 1860, you're saying right now as black women, many of y'all, what are y'all saying? Y'all are saying we are the least unprotected. These black men don't do X, Y, and Z for us. And clearly, here's what you don't see in that clip. You don't see any black men in that. Who do you see doing whatever they're doing? That's this young lady going in the field, doing this herself, going to the cotton field to basically mimic and mock the people that from the black community that paved the way just for some views and stuff like that. And like I said, some things are funny and some things are not. And then you want to get mad. Like, okay, let's talk about the Kanye West thing. We know who he's been talking about. And you're accusing certain groups of making fun of black people. Got it. Then when they come back and they look at something like this, and when they say, well, you don't respect yourself, what do you say? See, you want people in other communities to take you seriously, while as a group, we're not doing the same thing. And especially, let me say why it's worse for women. It's worse for women because women are seeing the white society don't respect you and the black society don't respect you. Got it. What about the women out there who are working every day? Because I want to talk about them because that is very important, right? What about the women? Listen to what I'm saying. The women out there who is trying to get away from the negative stereotypes, you know, trying to not be called ghetto and all of this. And then again, you know, you're going to blame folks like, you know, the black men, but you look at Glorilla, people like her in the music videos. See, now we don't want to talk about Glorilla, do we? We don't want to talk about that, right? I'm going to tell you what we don't want to talk about in the black community. As many positive sisters that I see, and I know them because I went to school with them. Even in Manosphere, one thing you never hear about me is lying, right? I'm not going to lie. I went to medical school with black women. I was in undergraduate organic chemistry, general physics, biology, microbiology, anatomy, physiology with black women. I know how hard they worked. I know. I was there. And y'all don't even think about those people, do you? Those black women out there, and I'm just gonna be real, because we know about the good black men out there, but the black women out there who they trying to go to school because they mama need them to be supported. Oh, y'all don't even want me to get started, man. The black women out there that actually trying to be something, and then here you got this going on. Is it fair to them? I'm gonna tell you, it's not fair. But then you're gonna come across the same women who out here that can be participating in these things, setting the community back. Then when something happens, oh, the black men ain't protecting us. Okay, well then if you're acting like that. So let's just say, for example, you get Pookies and Ray Rays go out to the cotton field, okay, with they pants dragging, all the stuff. What are y'all gonna say? Y'all gonna have a field day on Pookie and Ray Ray. Field day. But if black women do it, then it's a joke. It's not a joke because people died behind that. People lost their lives behind that. People suffered behind that. People died so their kids, my grandmother and great grandmother was in civil rights marches behind cotton. My mom was in the 60s and 70s. Got blisters behind picking cotton. So I had to pick cotton. I'm sorry, I got a problem with that. Grandmothers and stuff who couldn't go to school, so I can go to school. They pick cotton, so I had to go to school. I'm sorry, I got a problem with that. I got an issue with that. It's not funny. It's not funny. Because one thing that the Jews do, and other groups do, number one, never forget. I can never forget. Even though I didn't experience, I understand what they told me. And our people didn't die to get made fun of, to be humiliated. And then you make the people in the community look bad. You make black women look bad. You make black men look bad. It's not funny. It's not funny. If other groups want to embarrass themselves, okay, that's on them. But our people, we need to have some respect for people who couldn't do no better at that time, but yet they gave us all they had so that we don't live that life no more. And it's the thanks we give them. I'm sorry, it's messed up. But guys, what do you think? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of The Celebrity Junk. Appreciate you for all that you do. Subscribe, hit the bell. We're out.